Hello. That's the wrong button. Okay, let's try that again. Fade. Stop fading. Let's try that again. Okay. Hello, this is Samadan. And Samadan is on a journey not to die. We're currently having a bit of rest and recuperation here in Stormwind. Now, we left the session rather abruptly last time because we just ran out of time. But we've just done our cooking and tailoring, and cooking and fishing, and we're going to have a look at our tailoring and our enchanting. Now, last I'd left it, I had made a whole load of brown linen robes ready to disenchant. So probably, let's just find ourselves a nice little spot. This is the enchanting one, isn't it, I believe? Let's go in here, enchanting supplies, let's just wait here. And then we want our little macro for TSM destroy, so all our brown linen robes here. So we'll destroy those, get ourselves some strange dust and some lesser magic essence, mainly strange dust, and we'll use these to help skill up our enchanting. And then we'll do a little balance between the two, depending on what we have materials wise and what we can do with our skill as we have and the gold that we have at the moment. 9 gold, 64 at the moment. See what we can do with our existing skill levels. Where are we at, in fact, on skill levels? So, what have we got? Cooking's at 125, so that'll be polished off fairly easily. Now we've got a whole load of recipes. And then tailoring is up to 150 and enchanting at 80 of 150. Okay, so they're in a decent place already. I want to ideally get everything up to 150. I think that will set us in good stead for our next adventures, because I think we'll have to go further afield to be able to learn more recipes and things. But we'll learn what we can here in Stormwind, and we'll make do with what we have. Not expecting to skill up with disenchanting at this level. We could make some wands that might give us some extra skill points. Probably worth just learning the recipes that are available here at the moment. So we'll skill up where we can. Okay, so we've got, what's that, 27 strange dust, 9 lesser magic essence, and 2 greater magic essence. Let's have a look.
Greeting. I'm afraid I have nothing to teach to someone with your experience, but you haven't reached the end of the road yet. Speak to Lucan Cordell behind the counter there. He'll guide you through the next phase of your journey.
Brilliant, thank you, Betty. Can you train me in anything at the moment? No. Okay, so on to our experts, Lucan.
A true professional know his limitations, and I'm not ashamed to admit that your skills exceed mine.
Oh, okay.
Visit to Kita Firewind at the Tower of Azora. She is well
Kita Firewind.
For good reason.
Okay, so that's a different words compared to what we're seeing here. But Kita Firewind over in Azora Tower, that's over Elwind way, over here. And then we need to go here for tailoring as well. So we might need to have a little trip out in the sticks. What can we do with our enchanting at the moment? Also, we have got quite a lot of things here that will give us some skill. 80 out of 150. So we've got a lot we can do here. There's 27 of those. We could use those for the initial skill ups. These ones are going to make use of our lesser and greater magic essence and a bit of strange dust as well. So those will probably get used up first and quickly, whereas this is just strange dust. So proportionally we need 2 and 1 of the lesser there and just 3 there. Okay, so we could maybe just do what we can with a few different things here. We won't worry about our stats and things like that. We'll just enchant what we can with what we've got and see if we can get a few skill ups. These ones are the the, 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 breacer bracer minus stamina, and this one's actually using the lesser magic essence. Is the what are the wands? Greater magic wand is just the greater magic essence. Okay, so let's convert. I've got a plan here. So we'll use the strange dust for this bracer. We can do 9 of those, and the greater magic wand. We just need to get some wood, and we can convert our lesser magic essence. There we go. We've got 5 greater magic essences. So we need to go get ourselves some wood, and then we will head on out and see if we can find anything else enchanting wise. We may have to buy a few materials off the auction house if you want to carry on skilling up. I haven't looked at the price of things at the moment. Could be interesting. It's been a while. Of course, self-found mode is in full force now. I'm not sure how popular it is. Obviously, there's still quite a few people around, so that's nice to see. What am I doing? I'm going over here to my favourite wood vendor that I know of. Go in here under our general goods.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend.
And we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Then we'll make our greater magic ones because we'll get the skill up with those. 5 of those. Now we could put those on the auction house. They're pretty good. I don't know what the profit margins is on them. Let's have a look. Greater magic wand. Don't have a crafting cost or an item value here at the moment. That's interesting. Maybe TSM's missing something. Okay, we'll carry on for the moment. Or maybe it's because it's enchanting. Enchanting is a bit of a weird one in terms of all the materials. But ones should be okay. It just takes so long to make these greater magic wands. I'll probably sell the... Oh no, not sell. I'll send these to our good friend Saul Goodman. So with those ones done, then go to our character and do the minus stamina on our bracers. Where are our bracers? Here. Back in the day when we don't have any vellums to enchant these on. It's kind of nice. It keeps enchanting in an interesting place at the beginning. But I think it was much better once they did introduce vellums and you could sell them. I really enjoyed enchanting during Legion. I would say that was peak enchanting for me. I loved it back then. This is nice steady skill ups at the moment. You can see our orange bracers, our oranges are starting to dwindle as our skill goes up. I wonder what else we could do. I mean, the greater magic wands probably will keep us in supply for a while, maybe. I think Saul Goodman did get up to 150 in enchanting just by doing wands. Wanting to enchant my fishing rod, I must remember to equip whatever I've got weapon-wise. Where is my staff there? Okay, that's giving me the extra stamina, which is nice. Okay, so we've got lesser health, minor agility. I mean, we can enchant a lot of our gear, but we want to keep on skilling up for the moment. So that's done and that's done. Anything we can do at this stage with tailoring? Woolen bag was the next thing we're going to do, and that's maybe with some fine thread. As we're here,
Just browsing my wares, or is there something?
I will see if we can get some fine thread. Let's go for a stack of 20. Just keep those in stock, and then
Safe travels.
tailoring wise, we can make 2 woolen bags. We might be able to sell those for a reasonable profit. What have we got? Vendor sell price 3 silver, crafting cost 25 silver, min buyout 20. Okay, so it's not really going to give us an upgrade there. We've already got 12 slot mage weave bags, so these may not be any use. But what I'll do is I'll send all these over to our good friend Saul. Get those on the auction house just from time to time. Not a massive money maker, but it gives us something. I don't remember. Oh yes, I did put a load of things on the auction house. There we go. Right, okay, so let's open up these. Lots of other bits and pieces. Right, let's send to Saul 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then another batch. They can all go over to Saul, and we'll keep those just whilst I remember. I'm going to swap that out, otherwise I'm going to forget. Keep the wool. Now, we had a whole load of other things, didn't we? We had cooking bits and pieces that we were going to use as and when. And we had, what's our cooking at? There's a few things we don't have here. Materials for, so like blood sausage, for example. We don't have the bear meat. Murloc eye for the Westfall stew. We don't have the stringy vulture meat or the gore tusk snout. There's a few things kind of don't really have here. We need to clear up a little bit of bag space though. Red woolen boots, let's learn those whilst we're here. Right, so cooking is kind of done with for now. I'm tempted to leave those there. In fact, what I'm going to do is just move these. I've got a fine thread and coarse thread, so let's swap those over. These here, and then put our cooking stuff down here. It's not a lot of space for making stuff, but I'll have to do for now. I want to keep hold of these in case I do collect any other bits and pieces of animals, and then I can just cook straight away. So from here, we've got some skill up options. We need to buy a few materials from the auction house. So woolen bags aren't really a profit here. These may be a profit, but the sale rate's probably not great on these anyway. Crafting cost is the thing we want to look at, really. Things that will give us the skill up most cheaply. So looking at these, the cheapest is soft-soled linen boots, fine thread, light leather, and bolt of linen cloth, which we've got 2. We've got the fine thread, so a couple of light leather for that. That will skill us up a little bit. And then, enchanting-wise, some strange dust and some other options there. Let's have a look at the price of things. So what did we have? So tailoring wise, we're at 95 of 150. So let's go the soft-soled linen boots. You need some bolted linen cloth and some light leather. So let's just have a look at a few things here. So light leather, let's have a look. Leather exact, currently at 26 copper, not a huge amount available actually. That's very interesting. I guess with self-found mode no one's using the auction house, so I'm going to buy maybe just a few of those. Linen cloth. Okay, the bolts are on silver 16. Linen themselves is 142, so it's actually cheaper just to buy some of these bolts. Let's buy 1 stack of 10, and then let's look at woolen cloth. Woolen cloth. Oh no, it's not woolen cloth, it's wool cloth. have? 1 silver, 10 silver, so let's just buy a few of these. We'll convert those. I mean, we could just do a little bit of a flip here if we wanted to, sell them for a higher price. How's my gold looking? 8 gold, 53. Okay, got to be mindful of that. So wool cloth, let's look at strange dust. I got it in my favourites or anything. Let's just, actually let's just run a shopping scan here. Strange dust, rate of magic essence. Strange dust is currently 17. Let's grab a few of those. Gold is running low though. Let's just take that for now and see where we can skill up. You can see it's a tough balance between, you know, having enough money to do your professions and be able to level up at the same time and make stuff that's also relevant to yourself. So I like how this pans out. I mean, the other option is to just level all the way up to 60 and then you can do your professions afterwards, but I like this kind of semi-self-sufficiency I've got going on here. Right, so that's a whole load of stuff made. What can we do with that? So we can make 2 soft-soled linen boots. What have we missing? The bolts of linen cloth is what we're needing a few more of. So let's just craft those. We can also make a simple kilt, which needs fine thread. Do 1 of those. That's actually cheaper to make than that. And then we just need some more bolts. Okay, that's done. Woolen bolt of woolen cloth. It's actually still green, so we can max out that and maybe get a skill point or 2 out of that. That'll probably go grey at 100, I imagine. It's a bit of a negative profit here at the moment at current prices. I'm doing some good skill ups actually though. That's fine. So with our bolts, there's a few things we can make here. Woolen cape, heavy woolen gloves at a potential profit. 5 of those. Need the fine thread and the bolts of woolen cloth. Make 6 of those. These are cheaper and they're yellow just now. So even though we may not be able to sell the woolen cape, we might be able to. Let's make a few of these. How many of this is bolt of woolen cloth is using 1 and this needs 3. So if I make them in batches of 3, that should be fine. Then I can always, if these go green, I can then upgrade to that. If I make 3 of these for every 1 of those, that's a lot more skill ups. So it makes more sense to make these over those. So let's go, let's make another 3, and let's make 6. Let's have a look. Might as well get the skill ups here. So okay, 107, 108. Again, maybe send a couple of these to Saul, vendor them is another option. Not a huge amount, but it just cuts our losses a little bit. These are grey anyway. These we could possibly disenchant. So, okay, these are yellow and these are yellow as well. So I'm going to carry on, as the price of these is so much, unless I just make 1 of these to put on the auction house and try and sell for a potential profit. That might be worth doing. And then the rest we'll make from the capes, because we can do 6 of those. And then we're up to red woolen boots and pearl clasped cloak. So that needs a few more materials. A small lustrous pearl. I'm sure I had one of those. I just sent to Saul, didn't I? I could maybe make those. And that's a good mix of red dye, bolted woolen cloth, fine thread, and the light leather. So we could repurpose our light leather here. They're quite expensive to make though. Right, okay, so we're done with that. We're at 115. Let's swap over to enchanting. So we can do the minor stamina, 19 of those. I mean, we can do a whole load of the minor health for the chest and the bracer here. Let's go to the standard interface here. Let's just try a few of these first. Enchant your chest. Replace reinforced armor with health. Yes, for now. So 94. Wonder how many skill ups we'll have out of this. There's so many we have of this. It's just one strange dust. So I'm going to just run through this, see if I can get myself at least until this goes grey, I would say. Because there's so many of those. That's very, very cost effective. It makes perfect sense to do it. It's a bit of a pain, clicking all the time. But this is all good progress onto our professions. You need to just stop and make use of your time to do this every now and again. At least so it stays relevant, and then when we move to other areas, then maybe we can, and we get new equipment, we'll be all prepped and ready to use our materials and use materials from the mobs that are dropping and make cool things out of them. I guess this is, with a self-found mode, this is a semi-self-found mode, is probably the best I could do it, because I am using the auction house, but I am pretty much doing things solo by myself. So the purists would be saying, no, it's not self-found mode, but it's kind of like a Samadan equivalent between the two. We're not getting as many skill ups now, I don't think. No, so I'm going to maybe go up to the minor stamina on our bracers. Otherwise it'll just take me forever. And even though it's going to take 3 times as many, at least I'm guaranteed a skill up for each one. And because it takes so many clicks and it takes so long, as they say, time is money. Okay, and that's gone yellow to me now, so I'll carry on with this for now. I bet you the oh no, the minor health is still there. So we've got this. We're kind of doubling up both tailoring and enchanting at the moment. Probably going to get to a point where we can learn some more. I mean, we would ideally go over to Red Ridge Mountains, but I've got a few quests and things that I want to finish up in Loch Modan first, which I think we're probably very much over-leveled for that now that we've done Westfall. But it makes sense to try and complete the zone as best as possible. We'll have a look though, because I remember those stone splinter trogs in the caves that I probably would be okay to take on now. Famous last words. But at level 20 we do have a lot of options available to us. So we'll do, well, for the first stage, what we're doing here, just get our professions a little bit more. Yeah, Greater Magic Wand is still orange to us, so that, I think that's why Saul Goodman leveled up to 150 on just doing that shuffle and made money doing it. Oh, there we go, now it's gone yellow. We've kind of jumped over that one. But this is obviously pushing us on to learn more things and go to new places, which we'll do next, I think. Use up the resources we do have at the moment. Okay, let's take that, and let's send to our good friend Saul. So We could possibly make a profit on that. Possibly make a profit on that. And possibly on that. And let's do a couple of cloaks. Send those on over. You can have those. These will keep. This is our supplies. And this lot will vendor. And this lot will keep for potential cooking or whatever we're going to do. But how are we doing now in terms of skill for both? Let's have a look. So yeah, that's looking quite nice. Enchanting 112, tailoring 115, cooking 125, and fishing is obviously maxed out. So we've got options available to us now. Let's go vendor our last bits and pieces, and then I think we'll probably head on out to Elwyn Forest, to the tower. There we go. We'll head out to the tower and over to Eastvale logging camp, and then we'll see if we can get ourselves any extra recipes or things there. God, it's exciting times. Nearly ready for our next adventures out there. Still got full rested XP, so that's always good. Now, I do need to make sure that I'm not complacent though. We're going out into the wilds again. It looks amazing, all of this area. I mean, I would love it. I've mentioned this in my vlogs on my other channel, Samadan Outdoors, about I want to recreate all of Elwyn Forest, because where I have my morning walks, it looks so much like this, and especially with the spring arriving at the moment, it's like definitely perfect timing. I should be buffing people as they go past. Well, I could have given them some woolen bags out here as well, actually. Although, no, I can't if people are doing self-found mode, they can't trade. But I can buff them, so at least I can do something. The great outdoors. I mean, these oak trees must be a good... Looking at the width of those and comparing it with the ones I've measured in the real world, these are a good 300 years old. Given the size of a human and given the size of these trees. At least, I would say, from the looks of those. Alright, where are we at? Zone drops, Drake, Lingdren, and we also need to head on out to Tower of Azura, which is here. And I think Drake is over there. I'm going to guess. If not, it'll be a long run without any gains. But if that's the case, that doesn't matter. What we'll do is we'll at least know that we've finished this area. I haven't explored this area though. I haven't actually explored all of this zone. I mean, technically, if I was feeling brave, as I'm doing this run, I keep pressing the wrong button. As I'm doing this run anyway, is I should go into Redridge and pick up the flight point for later, so I can just go across there. That's a possibility. I mean, I'm here. I could explore. I'm here. I'm going here. Then I'm going there. Explore this area. It would make sense to just poke my head in Redridge Mountains. Could be risky, but I am level 20, so maybe, excuse me, maybe not too bad. Let's have a look. Well, let's see. Here's the tower coming up, so we'll take this one step at a time before we get too adventurous. I mean, I could probably do with, just in case, buffing myself. Much as I don't want to get into any trouble. And these are now very much grey to me. which is nice. I like the level scaling of zones like this rather than mob scaling. There's less. I feel safe here, and there are certainly zones where I feel less safe, like going into Redridge. Right, okay. Steward of the Zora, servant of the Zora. Who have we got inside? Servants. Servants. I'm guessing we might be upstairs. Looking for someone specifically named. All servants. Just be careful of these stairs. Not the best at navigating. And who do we have? Morley. Now you're just regular clothes, I believe. No patterns or anything. Okay, that's fine. Let's go on up. Who have we got? Okay. Artisan Enchanter.
Kings, you are eager. That is good. However, you are not yet ready
Oh,
to
dear.
the likes of me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keita. I was a bit ahead of myself. Where am I at with my enchanting? 112. Do I need to be 125 maybe? That would make sense. I can't really do anything with that at the moment, especially with my tailoring. As it is, I will need to go up to the woolen stage to be able to make things, then disenchant, and then go through all of that. And the linen side of things. Okay, that's fine. We'll know to come back to you. Now, I'm going to be very careful not to just fall down the edge here. So we know where to go for the next lot. But we need to up our enchanting, which means going on to somewhere like Loch Modan is probably a good idea, because we can then pick up some materials and things as we're there. That would make sense. If we're that skill we're probably going to be in the same boat with tailoring as well, for that matter. Okay, let's come up with a plan. Let's carry on where we're going. So the new plan is to head over here. We will pick up any recipes if we can in Eastvale logging camp, because I know there's a tailor person over there. We'll explore that little area down to the south just to unlock that. Then we'll head into Redridge Mountains and see if we can pick up the flight path. And from there we can fly to Loch Modan and get ready to carry on, because then we'll need to pick up some supplies. We can do a bit more bits and pieces, get a little bit of XP along the way, and then we'll be in a good position just to polish off those professions. And then we'll come back to our enchanter later. That all sounds good in theory, so long as I don't die going into Redridge Mountains. The dragons could probably be quite tricky there. Now, where was the tailor? I remember doing the quest where I handed in the red linen bands and things. James Clark was the person we had. You are the person, Sarah. Inside is
Hey there.
Eldrin.
I'm a simple man who knows a few things about tailoring, but you need more assistance than I can provide. I have heard of a night elf who is quite an accomplished tailor. He resides in Stormwind in the Magic District.
Okay, yes, we visited him. You don't have anything for me. Okay, so I was wrong about you, wherever you were. So our Drake, General Trade Supplies, with our red linen robe. There's another couple of vendors there as well. And horse riding's the only other thing. Okay, we'll skip those for now. Let's go and explore this area. We may not have made as much progress as I would have liked with professions. It would have been nice to have capped them all off at 150. But we're at least having a a bit of a better of an idea of the lay of the land, ready for next time. So what is down here? Ridgepoint Tower? Not sure if anything was in here. All regular guards. Is there anything we need to do in here? Okay, there's a quest available here which I didn't see. Watchful Eye. Not sure about that one. I'm not going to go back now though. Let's carry on. I am going to explore into Redridge Mountains. Because you're level 9, you're doing great. Now, okay, so we've got our buffs. We've got our emergency things down here. What we could probably want to do, well fed and gain 4 stamina. Because every bit of hit points, if you're going into unknown territory, every bit of hit points is going to help. Because we're at 542. An extra 4 stamina is going to give us another 40 hit points, which could be all the difference between one blow and the next. And I ain't taking no chances here. Stick to the roads mainly. I know there's tarantulas and things. We can keep our shields on, just as a precaution. We've got our unit scan hardcore as well. Watch out for any orcs or any... You're doing okay, you're level 17. There's the tarantulas. What level are the tarantulas? You're 16, you're green to me. There's gnolls up there, I believe. Obviously got some quests here as well. We might as well... Travelling salesman there. We might as well just pick up this whilst we're here.
Hail, adventurer. I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage.
Brilliant. We will do.
South of the bridge to Lakeshire.
We will do. Thank you very much, Guard Parker. And whilst we're here, have you got anything interesting? You've got owl braces. You've got we've got some interesting bear braces. I can't use any of those. They're all leather, but that's pretty cool. Enjoy your travels. Right, okay, you're doing okay. There's the gnolls over there. Stick to the path. What level are the gnolls? 15. Okay, so we're okay for Redridge. Famous last words. Sticking to the road still. Gore tusks are 16. They're non-aggro though, so they're okay. Where are those pesky dragons? I know they're around here somewhere. Just going to shield up just in case. Here's Redridge Mountains. We want the flight point mainly. Let's just zoom out a little bit as we go over the hill. Fantastic view. There's boars on that side. There's the dragons. There's one. What level are you? You're 18. Yeah, they're the ones. There's another one over there. No, you're not one. There. You're 18. Those are the ones I want to watch out for. I mean, we are level 20, so that should be okay. Okay, so we can at least report in Deputy Felden.
There are Redridge gnolls that close to Elwyn. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it.
I got a feeling you're going to ask me to help out.
We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Redridge for gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded.
Okay, fantastic. Kill Redridge. Things will accept that, definitely. This is definitely our ballpark of things to adventure in here, definitely. But we'll come back to this. We need to make ourselves known.
Where would you like to fly to?
Over in Loch Modan. Now, that's a bit of a trek. It's all the way around here and all the way along here. Could be an interesting little journey. We'll get to see some of the sights. It's going to cost me 3 silver, but we've got 7 gold, so we're okay. And then we can carry on there. Right. We've at least got the flight path now, so a little bit extra there. That's good, and we can enjoy the journey. Enjoy the scenery. There we go. Let's have a nice view over Elwyn Forest. Ah, look, the sun's just setting over Stormwind. I'm now going to go AFK. This may be my demise if I get disconnected. Let's hope not. We're still flying. We're not dead, that's good. We're in a very dangerous area now, though. Black Rock Spire. What kind of mobs have we got around here? Can we see any? I can't see because I haven't got my things there. Level question mark question mark. It's always a scary thing to be seeing. Right in the middle here. We've got Cindercloth Cloak. That's tailoring 280 and 275. Something to aspire to for later, certainly. Such a desolate area. How are these looking? Level question mark beasts. This is scary travelling as a young level 20. Thankfully I'm on a trusty griffin. Oh, it feels pleasantly cool coming back into the cools of, well, we're not quite there yet. Of Dunmoreau. There we go. Back over we go. Just as the sun's setting over that side. We've done a lot of this area. There's a couple of things we didn't do in the end, protecting the herd and whatnot. There's another one. What have we got here? Dunmoreau. Loch Modan, here we go. So there's still quite a few things we haven't done. Stonegear's Search is 23 and Mountaineer Cadral is 21 and 19 plus for Magistrate Bluntnose. These could be dangerous. And we've got Mountaineer Rotgar up the top there. We also have this, A Dark Threat Looms. So there are a few quests to check out. We also have Find Bingles, which is somewhere in here, I think. And we have In Defense of King's Lands, which was the stone splinter trogs that were right down in these caves, down in this bottom area. Ironbands Excavation, what was that one? Excavation of ancient ruins east of the lake. Okay, so yeah, they head off to the east as well. So there's a few different things there. A few different options, certainly. Device Brotherhood complete. Which one have I only got that one? Oh, we need to go to Lakeshire. That's why. It's a bit confusing when the quest is here and it was started in Westfall, but we actually we need to do this quest over here, so it makes it a little bit unusual. Here we are over into Loch Modan. So things we've got to do over here, head on that direction. But I think this will be a perfect opportunity to rest our weary legs after the travel and head inside the inn. So we're preparing ourselves for our next adventure. There's a whole load of things that we could learn here, actually. We can pick those up, certainly. Let's get ourselves back into the Hearty Tavern and collect some recipes if we can. That would be great. Let's just take a seat, enjoy a great big giant haunch of meat and a mug of ale that's bigger than my head. Fantastic. Okay, we're ready to start our journey afresh. We'll finish up the quest in Loch Modan, or do what we can in Loch Modan next time. Hope you're enjoying this journey. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon.